Well, Al Jazeera's Andrew Potter has been assessing the damage for himself as he travelled around the capital, and this is what he had to say earlier.
When I went to Hackney, really noticed as I was walking down the street, there were people coming towards me carrying various goods that they clearly hadn't bought, like a young man with a hat that still had the tags attached, carrying a big bottle of champagne. And I looked across the road and saw some people clearly robbing a petrol station, making away with beer and various other goods from there before being chased away by the owner, and again, with no police in sight. After that, we went down to Peckham, and local residents down there told me that tension had been simmering all day, and about the time we got there, it exploded. There's hundreds of people on one side of the road near a shopping precinct with one line of police trying to protect it, and this large group, many of them, started throwing rocks and attacking the police, and once they'd driven them back a little, they broke into a clothing store and just started taking what they could. But it was only after this violent incident had finished that the real looting began. The police started to fade away a little, and some of these rioters regrouped and then went up the main shopping precinct there and ransacked many shops. After that, we returned to Hackney after dark, and by then police were out in force with dogs. We saw them chasing people up the street and making a number of arrests. Mm-hmm. But we could also see a lot of the residents there clearly scared by what was going on. In Peckham, people were, after it all died down, the residents we spoke to were angry. They were so angry that a lot of people who they said were from their own community were doing this to their own backyard, essentially. In Hackney, it was quite different. We saw a lot of people looking out of the blinds of their houses, just kind of looking nervously out onto the street. Also had reports that a lot of people have actually fled their houses there.